So we're down to the last four in Europe's Premier Club competition. We are breathing rarefied air. This is almost as big as it gets. It is no day for the faint-hearted, the penultimate step on the road to glory. So the players and officials stand tall for the anthem. So it's down to business here. Matches Cunha. Shaw hoisted towards the area. It's well blocked and back out it comes. Great leap! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
And it all came from very good trickery in the wider position, but quite a static defence. Was pretty fortunate to survive that little episode. It should have been much worse.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Shaw. Pasalic looks to dink one in. Shaw. Maciej Cunha. And it's Shaw. Bruno Fernandes. Can he finish? Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. Well, he was never going to miss from there. So much to aim at.
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
Atalanta didn't expect this, that's for sure. What can they do now?
Musa.
Back to the keeper and try something new. Great challenge. Pushes it out wide. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Zalewski. Meno. Bruno Fernandes. Hits one! He's done very well to get to that.
Oh, much more than a routine save for me, and yet he just coped with room to spare.
It's a throw in. Shaw. Tries looking up for options on the left. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Defence has got rid of that. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. De Ligt with the ball through. Up for a header! He will be livid with himself. Aimed long and direct. Looks to slip it through. Has a pop! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they've paid the price and deserve to.
Manchester United take a two-goal lead, and things should be comfortable from here on in.
Well, at 1-0 this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way and that losing feeling the other.
Maciej Cunha. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Shaw. Crosses one in. Hurls himself at it! Brave effort, total commitment.
And he really threw himself at that one. Just a little more accuracy was all it needed.
That's one way to make your presence felt.
Well, in all honesty, he's tormented that defence. They just can't handle him.
Sesko. Thiago. Bruno Fernandes. Good idea, just poorly executed. Scalvini. Bruno Fernandes concedes a free kick for that. Matheus Cunha. Shaw. Thiago. Meno. Nice one too. Tries to get it forward quickly. Samardzic. Plays it over to the other flank. The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Let's Pasalic. Meno. Plays it out to the flank. Decent ball. And he's got his range wrong there. Ederson. Samardzic. United are ahead here. It has been a good half for them.
That's good defence, plain and simple, good defence. They refuse to allow a turn.
Sesko. Krivtsov. Tries a through ball. De Ligt gets it back. Meno. Shaw pumps it upfield. That's surely a foul. Free kick. The ref's been lenient here. Again, he'll get too many more chances. He went for the corner.
Well, I wasn't expecting him to try his luck from so far out, but that was close. I mean, it kept the keeper on his toes.
Samardzic. Zanevski. That'll be a throw-in. Samardzic. The final action of the first half. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Manchester United now have a decision to make. Do they look to add to their 2 goals, or will they be confident of defending them? They just need to be clear about their second half intentions. That's important.
The Red Devils go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. Scalvini. Musa. Samardzic. Krivtsov. A chance! He's away! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Listen, I know I'm supposed to remain impartial, but as he progressed, I was willing him on more and more. I wanted him to stick that away.
Massive leap! Sticks it away! And the second half is off to a flyer! Great corner, and he did the rest.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle. But that was beautifully met, it really was.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
Atalanta get themselves back into contention.
Well, I think they probably needed an early goal in this half just to give them the confidence and belief to push on and look for an equaliser.
Played out to the right. That's put paid to a promising move. Pasalic. Yoro. Diabo. Bruno Fernandes. Looks like a good ball through. Keeper's got good distance on that. Diabo.
Kosunu.
Who's going to make this theirs? Where to from here? Atalanta keeping their men at arm's length here.
Yeah, I just think it's a conservative move to deny runners the opportunity of going beyond that rear guard.
Sesko. Someone looks like he's in need of protection here.
Yeah, Peter, and it looks like this defence will go tooth and nail to prevent him from getting another.
Good defending, he knew he had to stop it right there. Now the pass. Up to meet it! And in it goes! A great delivery and a finish to match.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
United take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Look, this position ought to convince them to increase their lead. I think they should be really positive about this now, Peter.
Well, they are working very hard to get it wide now, Jim.
Yeah, that's true.
And is that how you're seeing it?
Yeah, I think they've decided to concentrate on working the flanks to help the production line. It's where the room is.
Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Driving on, he could shoot here. Shaw with a delicate ball. Throw it. He's dealt with that well. Pasalic. Bruno Fernandes. Passes it through. Tries a through ball. Shoots! Good strong hand by the keeper. Oh, great save, real class.
Well, I can only add that he's got reflexes that are in perfect working order, Peter. That was very good to watch.
And back out it comes. Bruno Fernandes. In again. That's offside. Yes, it is.
I'm not sure about that call, you know, but we get to see replays.
Dinks one in. This is promising. Sesko! Great ball to play him in, but he will be gutted to miss that.
And that all stems from great vision, you know. What a delightful little ball over the top that was.
Zalewski. Spoon forward. Knocks it towards the front. Looks like a good ball through. Corner given. Goes long and forward. Sesko! Atalanta have a sub ready to come on.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Ball swung in, and that's been repelled. Aim forward. Bruno Fernandes. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. He'll fancy himself from here. Manchester United looking to widen the gap even further here. Mount! Oh, lots on that one, but he couldn't find the target.
Kosunu, Musa,
Aimed long and direct. Tries to swing it in. Pumps it upfield. Thiago, who's going to make this theirs? Now the pass. He's played him through. Shoots! Saved only by poor finishing. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Battles to win it back. Done very well to intervene. Pumps it forwards. Plays it out to the wing. Selçuk Inan. Here's the ball in. Tries a header! It's anyone's ball. There is the final whistle. The Red Devils hold their first leg lead. They have maximised home advantage, and at the midway point of the tie, they are really well placed. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think when we look back at that, the early goal proved so decisive. I think scoring when they did just gave them that element of control and confidence, and that proved key.
A ground that barely needs an introduction. The grand theatre for many a footballing drama. Welcome to the Theatre of Dreams, Old Trafford. The teams then, Manchester United, awaiting the challenge from Tottenham Hotspur. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
So it's away we go then. United are the most prolific team in the league this season. It's a loose ball. Gets good distance on it. The ball has crossed the line and it's a throw. Aimed in towards the centre. Saved it! Whistle goes, he's been given offside.
Oh, this has proven to be a really bright start, but they can improve on their work in and around the opposition's box if they want to turn it into something more beneficial.
Matches Cunha.
The Red Devils were imperious when the two sides last met, and the fans are asking for more of the same. Sesko.
Matches Cunha.
Dashing forward at pace. Tries a through ball. That's not going to find its target. Tottenham Hotspur have a free kick. Fraser Forster gets it upfield. Sesko. Looks like a good ball through. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Hit into the middle, gets up to head it! I think that's offside, yes it is.
Yeah, the cross was decent, but probably should have been dealt with defensively. At least he was nice and alert. But you have to say that it was made even easier because of the marking. It just wasn't tight enough.
Bueno plays it out to the flank. The defence can get it clear. Defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Sesko! Goal! Manchester United! The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Yeah, I just thought he made great use of his upper body there. It would have taken something really special to keep that out.
Manchester United break the deadlock.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
The Red Devils come up with yet another first-half goal. It's quite a habit they're in. Bruno Fernandes. That really should have hit the net.
Well, that's an illustration of how good they are on the break. I mean, all the pace and power needed to go at it with real vigour then.
Good run down the left. What can they make of it? Out to the flank. Kone gets it away. Gets it back. Good defending, he knew he had to stop it right there. Keeper's got good distance on that. Maguire. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Oh, that's a foul, free kick's been given. Boots it upfield. Coaxed out to the wing. Aimed long and direct. A real chance to break.
Spence.
Gray. So they got the only goal to give them a 1-0 lead.
Spence.
Passes it through. Could try cutting inside here. Loose ball, who's going to get there? Lovely feet. And shoots! And he's there to hoof it away. United are ahead here. It has been a good half for them. Buemo. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Throwing. It's a long forward pass. Randall.
Sa.
Randall.
Spence.
And that's a goal kick. Fraser Forster gets it upfield. Bruno Fernandes battles to win it back. Romero. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. That's going to be the final action of the first half.
Well, that certainly pleased the fans, and the players are definitely happy with that scoreline. The question is now, can they protect it?
Manchester United, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. That's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, 1-0 may be good enough, so they may err on the side of caution and get more players behind the ball instead of running beyond it. They could even try to spoil it from here, we'll see.
Played out to the right. He's in space and looking for options. Bruno Fernandes. Thrust towards the front line. Chance! Looking to force his way through. He can get that clear. Massive leap! Good clearance and very necessary. No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
And it all came from very good trickery in the wider position, but quite a static defence. Was pretty fortunate to survive that little episode. It should have been much worse.
Pumps it into the area. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. He's done very well to get to that.
The keeper has shown great concentration there. I think his anticipation pretty much did the trick for him.
Romero.
Does well to read it and intercepts. Well, it did look promising to start with, but in the end they were thwarted before they could even make it into the final third. It's come loose. Tottenham Hotspur owe their previous result to some adept management.
Yeah, he had a problem, but he was confident he had the players to fix it, and his willingness to take risks is what I liked, and that worked an absolute treat.
Tottenham Hotspur have just about everyone back and central.
Yeah, clearly.
In it goes! Two to the good! They have breathing space!
Manchester United are certainly a team that knows how to play their football as stylishly as you'll see. Tiki-taka at its very best, and they back it up with goals.
United grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
Well, at 1-0 this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way and that losing feeling the other.
Ugarte.
Looks to slip it through. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. Towering header. They are rampant. And the lead is 3. It is surely done. Oh, an absolute gem of a cross. It made the header simple.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. 3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. And he's cut it out. Seems now to be all about width.
Well, when you have...
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Just the talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
And it's Mertens.
Johnson. Oh, he's made sure that that won't get through. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Maguire tries the route one option. And that's well defended. Gray. Nicely controlled. Going for goal! Great football, shot and save.
Yeah, we love a trier, Peter, but it has to be of far greater quality to beat the keeper from there.
It's gone a long way up and away. Bruno Fernandes is demonstrably the team's best dribbler. Tries a through ball. Mertens looking to get on the end of this. Sesko. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Johnson.
Tell.
Aim forward. Who's going to make this theirs? Yeah, he's fouled him there. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. De Ligt. The ball's come loose and the chase is on. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Away from immediate danger. Now it's Mertens. Mertens tries to switch the play. It's a throw in. Matches Cunha. Did very well to intervene. No question, that's a foul. And that's a throw. Ups it towards the front. Just 5 minutes left. He's got the ball glued to his feet. Goes for the cross. Sticks it away! Yet another goal in an awesome performance! They are in complete charge! The cross was inch perfect and the header unerring.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
He's made it 2, and no doubt he's hungry for more. Manchester United totally rampant here.
Tell.
Now the pass. Chance! He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. 4 added minutes on the board. Meno. Well played, he saw that coming. Mertens. Sesko passes it through. Now here's the through ball. Gets up to head it! Not the worst header in the world, but nothing comes of it. Oh, he really wanted that.
It's tremendous play on his part, Peter, and he's proving to be a right handful throughout the game.
And that will be the final act. What a great day for attacking football. The artists have painted their pretty pictures. Only one team in it. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
At times it was like Groundhog Day because of their continuous success in using wind as the best route to goal. It worked a treat and it looked a treat. And just to add, usually if you're enjoying good success from the flanks, it will be shut down or disrupted in some way.